Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tyranny. In the last episode all we did was do a couple of side quests. Let's see, what did we do? So the first thing that we did was do the first part of Versa's own personal side quest. So we went to hunt down one of the killers of her Fury sisters, but apparently there's two other killers that we need to hunt down and, well, kill, because what else is Verse going to do to them? I'm still gonna let Verse to decide their fate, and she is most likely just going to kill them because that's so like her. And then the second side quest that we did led us to, what was the place called? I think it was called the Broken Plains Wilderness, where we killed all the disfavored soldiers, and we recruited all the surviving Bronze Brotherhood soldiers to the Scarlet Chorus. So yeah, that's all we did. Then we arrived here to the Lethian's Crossing, and in this episode we are gonna explore this place thoroughly. And I mean very thoroughly, because apparently in my first playthrough I was not thorough enough. Because from this place you can find and recruit the sixth and last party member to your party, and Sirin, the Archon of Song. So we'll be making sure to recruit her in this episode as we explore this village of Lethian's Crossing. And so without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game. And immediately I got interested in the interaction between these two, Krasner and Felno. And apparently the Lethian's Crossing is being guarded by the Bronze Brotherhood fellows here. So I really don't want to start a ruckus here or start any fights. If I want to recruit the Bronze Brotherhood to the Scarlet Chorus, which I still do want to do. So I try to avoid causing any fights here. But now, what's going on here? Maybe I can help as a Fatebinder, although I don't know that how much the Bronze Brotherhood is going to respect the authority of a Fatebinder. Sorry to cause you disturbance, Fatebinder. Just making a point to my friend here about harassing me for rings. He chuckles. Get it, Krasner? Point. Was that a pun? You stabbed me, you bastard, and I'm not harassing you. All I want is what you owe me. It's a tiny scratch. Stop crying about it, you baby. If you want, we can get the Fatebinder to decide who's right in this little matter. That is, if you think you have a leg to stand on. Once you can stand up again, that is. He chuckles again. I'll educate the matter, but you both need to abide by my decision. I'm an enforcer of the Archon of Justice. Once invoked, my ruling is final. Are you sure this is what you want? If you're going to argue in front of a Fatebinder, I'm exercising my right to adjudicate this matter. So these are basically saying the same thing, but some of these options are going to piss one of them off one way or another, I think. So let's see. I'm an enforcer of the Archon of Justice. Once invoked, my ruling is final. Are you sure this is what you want? Fine by me. Then I won't have to resort to violence to prove my point. You don't exactly look like the fighter type. More like a simple merchant. I know you're going to rule in my favor anyway, so yeah, I agree. Well, tell me your side of the story, Felno. I asked Krasner to do a job for me. Something simple. He comes back, says the job is done, even though there's no results, and demands his pay. I tell him no, and Krasner there gets all threatening. What was the job you had Krasner do? Business has been down on account of all the other merchants around here. I hired Krasner to have a word with some of them. Maybe get them to leave town or stop competing with me on price. Not only did Krasner not do what I asked, but it got back to me that he shook down some of the other merchants for rings. That's not what I hired him for. You hired Krasner to intimidate your competition? Were you trying to kill Krasner? So you hired Krasner to intimidate your competition. I can see how it might look, but that's how it's done around here. Sometimes anyway. He folds his arms. It doesn't matter since that's not the issue and it didn't work anyway. Krasner can keep the rings he extorted from the others, but he's not getting a single one from me. I hired him to do something and he didn't do it. End of story. Were you trying to kill Krasner? Well, I don't think he really tried. Tell me your side of the story, Krasner. Velno hired me to, talk some of the other merchants into leaving town. I did what he asked, but now he won't pay up. What happened with the merchants? Was this one-time job or something ongoing? Yeah. Just the one time. Drinking money, you understand. The Brotherhood wouldn't approve of me freelancing for some merchant, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to do it just at once. Aha, so the Brotherhood doesn't approve little dealings like this. What happened with the merchants? The merchants around here aren't going to back down just because some soldier says a bunch of mean words to them. I figured I would shake them down for rings. Convinced them it would be cheaper to leave. And did the other merchants pay up? I made a few rings, yeah. Once I had visited all of them, I came back to collect to collect the pay I was promised. Felno said he wouldn't pay me, and then he just stabbed me. For someone who got stabbed, you sure look fine. At least you're not complaining about bleeding or anything. Were you trying to kill Krasner? This is to Felno. Of course not. Like I said, he was starting to make threats and wouldn't take no for an answer. I might not be a tough man, but I can take care of myself. Yeah, I have noticed. I'm ready to pronounce my decision. Do you have any last words? Well, I think it's pretty obvious to everyone that I'm the one in the right. I did not get what I hired him for, so he doesn't deserve any more money, especially from me. Shut up, Felno. Just because your competitors can't be intimidated doesn't mean you get out of paying me for the job. I deserve payment for the work I did. Felno, I find you guilty of instigating intimidation against your fellow merchants. You are hereby banned from selling anything in Lethian's Crossing. Interesting. Didn't think I would get this kind of an option. Krasner, I find you guilty of extortion. Report to your superior to be punished according to Brotherhood's laws. I think I like this one the best. And maybe we can get some good reputation with the Bronze Brotherhood with this. I find you both guilty of intimidation and extortion. Felno, you are banned from selling anything in the Lethian's Crossing. Krasner, report to your superior to be punished according to Brotherhood's laws. This is not too bad idea either. But then again, Felno did say that this is how things are done around here. Sometimes. Not the word sometimes. Krasner, I want all the rings you collected. Felno will give me an equal amount. Felno, you will pay Krasner what he's owned and keys any further intimidation tactics against your fellow merchants. Krasner, you can keep the rings you acquired, but you'll stop trying to collect your pay from Felno. I kinda like this one the best, the third one. I find you both guilty of intimidation and extortion. Felno, you are banned from selling anything in Lethian's Crossing. Krasner, report to your superior to be punished according to Brotherhood's laws. But then again, I kinda like this as well. I don't really feel like punishing the merchant here. And besides, I don't know how the Bronze Brotherhood fellas are going to react if I'm just going to ban one of the merchants here around here. I don't know. Maybe I should go for this. Yeah, maybe. I found you both guilty of intimidation and extortion. Felno, you are banned from selling anything in Lethian's Crossing. Krasner, report to your superior to be punished according to Brotherhood laws. What? Oh, damn it all. Fucking Krasner. You have screwed us both. Nicely done. Hopefully people think twice before wasting your time in the future. Okay, so we did not get any positive or even negative reputation with, well, anyone or anything here. That's a little bit disappointing, but oh well. Hello, Fatebinder. I have wares to sell if you have a mind for trade. Well, actually, yes, I do. So, what do you have? Praxis? Good day, my fine friend. Could I interest you in all manner of provisions? There's no telling what may befall you on your travels. Indeed. Could you tell me anything about this seal? I found it in Vengeance Well. Wait, what seal are we talking about? Well, might as well ask. I don't recognize it, but one of the other merchants here might. Between us all, there has to be someone who has seen it in their travels. Alright, I still don't know what seal we are referring to. Show me what you have for sale. I know we'll find something you need, he says, gesturing to the goods piled on his stand. Oh my god. Tearfort's bronze great spear. Looks great. Tearfort's bronze spear. One-handed. I could use this for myself, I think. Damn, it's so good. But it's also... yeah, it's also quite fucking expensive. Vile tongue. What if it... compared to what Verse has? Well, it seems to have pretty much the same stats, except that this one has poisonous. This blade is coated with the venom of the Scurvane serpent, known for injecting its lethal poison only in the midst of a particular deep bite, so as not to waste a drop. On weapon crit, poisoned for 7.5 seconds. Alright, it's not amazing, but yeah, I don't think we should buy that. Do we have? No, we don't actually have 6 campus supplies. Might as well buy some from this guy and also sell all the crap that we don't want. Let's see. Do we want to? Yes, we want to get rid of that. I'm just wondering, what boots do you have? Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to decrease the recovery even a little bit. We don't need that. +1 deflection. Well, let's leave that for now. Take that away. We don't need this either. And, well, I think I'm gonna save this for Barrick. Maybe he can use it. And I should move all this stuff to my stash. And do I have anything I don't want? Yeah, I don't think we need this. Or this. Or that. Or this. Alright, so we'll be getting 33, was it bronze? Yeah, bronze rings. Anything else that I want? Possibly. This is two-handed, so I don't really care for that much. This Tearfort's bronze spear would be very nice. Would it be any good for Verse? Not really, no. Well, I'll look around some more and see if some other merchants have something more interesting that I desperately want. So let's just take these for now. And we got 6 campus supplies now as well.
On the lookout.
Oh, wrong key. There. You don't mind if I take these, do you? Nope. Just some crafting supplies. Now, how can I move these to stash quickly? Now, there we go. Like this. All the... I should learn these as well. Oh wait, you already know this sigil. Well, I guess I should sell this away. Oh wait, not that. Scrolls, yeah. This. And that too. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Oh, broken spear, I didn't notice that. Might as well sell that real quick. Where was it? Here. So we sell that and this. Thank you. And what was was something down here. No. And there's a loot up here. Due to the frequency of raids, all the bridges and ramps in Lethian's crossing can be raised to provide safe places for settlers to hide. Well, that sounds smart. Oh. What's this? Well, it does have the exact same stats as my other daggers here. Did we buy one of these? If I recall correctly, I bought that bronze dagger versus having now. I guess that was a waste of money. Then I could have got it from here for free. Well, whatever. Greetings, Javelin. You look like you could use what I have to offer. Come and have a look at my wares. Jesus, people. Yes, I will. Shut up. And look at it's Merchant Tychus. Tychus from StarCraft 2, huh? Neat. Anyway, so let's start with Merchant Basila. Good day to you. Might I interest you in all manner of provisions? Who knows what you will run into outside of Lethian's crossing? Could you tell me about this seal? I found it in Vendrian's well. Basila looks at the seal for a few moments and shakes her head. Can't say I recognize it, but I don't really get into affairs outside of Lethian's crossing unless I have to. Harchiant Bronze might, though. He seems to be well traveled. Well, alright, I'll keep that in mind. So, show me what you have for sale. She motions you over. I'm sure we can find something you need. Well, there's some cores. I could use these. Might as well take those. They are rather cheap. I don't think I need anything else. Well, I could perhaps use Potion of Revival. Those are very handy. Dire Remedy. 120 PT Stasis Shield for 15 seconds. Plus 4% health every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. Dire Remedy removes the hostile effects of damage and boosts the Imbiber's natural healing rate, but also causes a brief period of immobility. While capable of elevating any number of unpleasant battlefield maladies, reactions to the potion's toxicity has its downsides. The Imbiber experiences a period of nausea and must stay rooted to the ground in order to fight past it. Toxicity is widely attributed to the challenges of distributing aid across an active military while maintaining quality ingredients. This consumable's effects increases in strength as its user gains in power. Interesting, but it does indeed have its downside. Have its own downsides. So the character is rooted in place. Don't know if I like that, but then again we got Lantry, so I don't think that we really need to buy revival potions. Yeah, let's just go with this and buy those. Then we'll learn them. Yeah, learn them all. Channeled Strength. The expression which is used in spells that affect targets within a cone in front of the caster. Yeah, use all of it. Alright, thank you, Basila. And then Tychus. Hell, it's about damn time. Welcome, welcome, the merchant motions you over. What can I get for you today? Be sure to stock up before you leave. There's plenty of wilds between here and the bastard city. Well, can you tell me about this seal? Tychus turns it over in his hands and shakes his head. Does it look like any seal I have encountered? Sorry. Someone else might know, though. Yeah, anyway, show me what you have for sale. We will find something you like. He turns to his goods. And I do like what I see. Relentless. Let's see. For verse. Compared to this one, please. Alright, so it's exquisite, and yet it deals far less damage. Accuracy is increased, and 0.25 second recovery, which is nice, but it's quite small. So not only we lose damage, but Also range, which is not that big of a deal considering how Verse is mostly a melee character anyway. And -5 armor penetration, which I don't like at all. This bow sucks. Oh wait, it says volley. What does volley do? Fire multiple projectiles. Oh, well, that might make up for it. The Scarlet Fury bow is adorned with spikes of bone. Relentless was crafted with the intention of taking out rows of enemies rather than picking off individuals. The power behind the design wanted soldiers specializing in ranged combat to be self-sufficient rather than relying on melee support to protect them. Oh, I like the sound of that. So, I take that back actually. This Relentless could actually be very nice on Verse. It's more for close combat situations, this bow, but we don't have the money to buy it anyway. Nor would buy it anyway, because again it's that expensive. Wait, what? Oh, it's comparing to the bow. Well, let's sell this away. Bronze Javelin. This is one-handed. If we compare it to what I have, it's pretty much better in every way. Pretty much. But I don't think I'm gonna buy it just yet. Yeah, but it's very good. Oathbound Dagger. What? Why is it? I'm not comparing to the bow, am I? No, I'm not. It's basically worse in every way by the looks of the stats anyway. And it doesn't have any other special, well, abilities or features like this Relentless has volley. So disappointing. Tearsman Hunting Bow. A little bit DPS and plus ammo 1 penetration. Nothing earth-shattering. Iron Javelin. Nothing too special. Yeah, I do like Relentless. I might come back for that. And maybe the Bronze Javelin as well. Oh, forgot this. There. Archon Bronze. So this is the guy Basila just mentioned. Step closer, traveler. I have something just for you. I sure hope so. Greetings and salutations. The jolly merchant greets you with a smile and a clap on the shoulder. And welcome to Lethian's Crossing, home of the best merchant in the entirety of the tiers. He pauses and winks. That would be me. Yeah, I figured. Archon Bronze at your service. He bows. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about other merchant companies in the tiers? Well, let's ask about the seal first. Could you tell me about this seal? I found it in Vengeance Well. Let's take a look, shall we? Archon takes the seal and turns it over. When he spots the insignia, he quickly deposits it back in your hand and wipes his palms clean. Where did you get that? It came from a merchant caravan that was ransacked. I don't remember where I got this seal still. Suspected as much. He mumbles and worries his brow. So far off the normal trading routes. But why there? Why then? Why now? Maybe you could start by telling me about the merchants. He refocuses on you and nods. Of course, the sigil belongs to the Hand-Over Quill Merchant Company. His lips tighten to form a violent pucker. Well, tell me about Hand-Over Quill. They were once a powerful trade organization that, well, he cups his mouth and glances around. Let's just say that you didn't want to get between them and a contract. What with Tunon's new laws in the bastard city, the Quill slunk into the shadows of Kairos' authority, trying to keep a lower profile. If you're involved in any of their dealings, stay far away. A shipment of iron and weapons went missing. It was found with this seal, in a house in Echo Call Crossing. Ah, so that's where we found the seal. That's very, very long time ago, back in Vengeance Well. Alright. He strokes the shadow of beard growth under his chin. Suspicious. I agree. But war always has its little problems. He waves a dismissal. It doesn't add up. Now, if we can return to the subject of my wares, he smiles and readies to show you some fancy bubble. The weapons meant for the disfavored, and the Vendrian Guard suddenly had iron weapons. The Vendrian Guard? Archon drums his fingers on his mouth and considers. Well, this changes things, I suppose. Changes things? What does hand over quill have to do with the Vendrian Guard? First things first, Archon clears his throat. This will come at a price. If something unfortunate took place and my connection were traced back to me, the consequences would be costly. 1,000 rings? So that would be about one. So would that be? Wait a minute. So if 100 what copper rings equals as one bronze ring, that would be. Is it like 10 bronze rings? I know math was never my strongest subject at school. Or have you considered that shaking me down could be even more costly? Because I don't think that my character would just take this bullshit. Have you considered that shaking me down could be even more costly? He studies you a moment before his posture deflates. No, I suppose not. You can make my life far more difficult in the long run, can't you? You bet your ass I can. I have lost the house seal. If you breathe a word of this to anyone, I will denounce you for the liar that you are, but... He looks around to make sure there are no settlers close enough to overhear what is being said. I received instructions from a Fifth Eye to use hand over kill to deliver iron weapons to Vendrian's Well Citadel. I don't question my orders, I just followed through. I don't know anything else. That's the truth. So wait. Fifth Eye. Fifth Eye was that Crimson Spear guy from the Scarlet Corps camp back in Vendrian's Well. Instructions from Fifth Eye to use hand over quill to deliver iron weapons to Vendrian's Well Citadel. Now that is a very serious treason right there. Alright, I would like to see your wares. I'm not gonna give you free money, but I can maybe pay you this way too. Bronze dagger. Yeah, it is slightly better. 2 accuracy and more DPS. That's always nice. Light leather gauntlets. We don't need unarmed DPS, so I don't really care for that. Crowding garbs. Light armor. Shock armor plus 2 deflection. Basically the same thing for you as well. What about this bronze spear? I might actually buy this one for my Fate Binder here. Yeah, I might actually buy this. It's not that expensive. But let's see, what else do we have? Heavy bronze armor. It's slightly worse than what I have. I would lose -6 slash and shock armor, but only get 3 in return. Soft stiff heel wraps of rogues. Plus 10 subterfuge. These basic coverings dampen the sound of footsteps and are found among the traditional garb of army assassins. Maybe Verse could use this. But then again, we would lose so much. If only kills in shadow could use boots. Mantio of Mirrors. Spell reflection. I like the sound of that. Reflect 20% of incoming hostile spells back to their casters. This cloak doesn't protect from the elements, but the reflective fabric bends light at strange angles. Damn, it's expensive too, and no wonder. Damn, I really like that. But then again, who would benefit from it the most? Maybe Verse. I think Verse could benefit from this the most. A Ring Courier Seal. Plus 10% will defense. The Ring Courier Seal is a token of respectability among those with a mind for numbers. Okay. Then we have these core sigils. Why am I comparing it to myself? I have no lore. Fire. Rooting. Adds a rooted affliction to a force or atrophy spell. That could be useful. I already know this. Not enough lore. This scroll contains a magical accent which adds a bleeding affliction to a spell. Well, it's fine, I guess, but that create magical flames. I like flames. Let's buy that. And like I said, I am thinking about buying this. But maybe I should check out the other merchants first. But then again, this is not that expensive. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna leave that for now. Grounding garbs also seem very nice. Grounding. What does grounding do? Oh, it's that shock. Plus 10 armor. Shock stolen. Materials of lightning avoidance are often donned by hill folk during seasons of volatile weather. Okay. But it's also damn expensive. Let's just buy this for now. I'm gonna check out the other merchants. Sigil of Fire, fuck yes. Now, what else do we have here?
Curious.
Melita. Someone named. Oh, I have to get up there, of course. What do we have here? Oh, Frozen Shackle. When critically hit, damage 16 to 25 frost, base 16 to 24 versus dodge. Frozen shackles are an impediment made for short-term prisoners. The cold air and volatile magic in their fortune are intended as deterrents for notably cruel guards. So basically, when we are critically hit, we deal some frost damage back. Maybe I could use that because I get hit a lot. Plus 10 parry. Well, we don't really need parry that much. Maybe I should give this to Verse and I take the shackles for myself. Alright, let's go up here next. I'm quite sure that there was a fast travel option here somewhere. But I forgot. Actually, let's check out from the options. Let's see. Because we are gonna run around here a lot, so fast tackle. And plus. There we go. Okay. Just check that how many times we can click it. And here, cloth tunic. It's nothing special. Alright, Melita, who are you? Good day to you. Okay, maybe she's not relevant yet. Maybe there's a quest that leads us to it. What's this? Sunrise District. Sunrise Falls. Well, let's check out this random house here. Now, what do we have here? You don't mind if I help myself, do you? Of course not. I'm a Fatebinder. So, Callion. What's your deal? The young man hangs his head and regards your approach with a pitiful sigh. Greetings. He's barely able to force the word, his voice breaking as he speaks. What's wrong? He takes a deep breath, steadying himself. My sister Kayla and I watched the Bronze Brotherhood fending off multiple waves of Kairos' forces when they tried to take the crossing. I was terrified, but she was exhilarated. In a way, I've never seen her so alive. He chokes back a sob. She got so fired up that she joined the Brotherhood the first chance she got. Shortly after joining, they sent her on a scouting mission with some other Brotherhood soldiers, but none of the party returned. They were all found dead at a deserter's march. Well, normally my character wouldn't really give a damn about this quest, so you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna leave him. This doesn't really sound like an interesting quest or anything. However, if we have to go to Deserter's March at some point, I'll come back to this guy. Just didn't sound like an interesting enough quest. So not gonna bother, at least for now.
Let me try. Looks simple enough.
Just a couple of pacates, nothing interesting. And this leads us inside to the Forbidden Old Walls. But we don't really have any reason to go there just yet. And we have a forge-bound smith in this house here, if I recall correctly. Iron throwing dagger. Let's see. Let's compare it to the bow here. Well, I don't know. I guess I prefer the bow. And besides, I'm quite sure that we can't do the burning iron, the burning arrow ability with anything else but with a bow. So, yeah. Biotus. We were almost killed. What's happening here? Looks like a forge-bound, Bronze Brotherhood fella, and a random civilian. But, well, before we talk to them, let's have a chat with Biotus and see what he has to say, and maybe he has something interesting to sell. Welcome, friend. The merchant cries out to you, his belt jingling with rings. He waves his arms about in a dramatic presentation of his wares. What brings you to my humble trading post? Have a certain something in mind, or just browsing? Mostly browsing for now. Show me what you have for sale. Most certainly. Have a look. Another iron javelin. So... yeah, it's decent, alright. It's decent. I would really like to have a better one-handed axe or sword, rather than javelins for this character. Two-handed axe. Auto two-handed axe. One-handed. Nothing too great. Forge-bound apprentice armor. This is heavy. Okay. It does have a lot more defenses. And these are quite bad. Fire, we already have that, don't we? Yup. Volcanic weapon. This scroll contains a magical accent which causes a material force spell to grant burning strikes that damage targets in line. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna buy that at least. And I was wondering whether I should buy this. You know what? Let's buy that. Shame that he doesn't have any cool swords or anything. What's this? Oh, we already have one of these. Okie dokie. So we have only 80 bronze rings now. I think I should... oh, let's sell that dagger. We don't need that. We don't need this dagger here. Alright, so... what do we look like with this? Look at that. Now she looks like a true gladiator. Like a barbarian or something. I like the look of that. Oh. This still looks very cool, alright. I like the red color especially. Shame that this doesn't have any red for some reason. But hey, at least we can see our tattoo now. So that's something. So, just out of curiosity, what could we change here? Portrait? We could change banners and everything. Yeah, so we can basically change everything here except our look, except our body type and the tattoo, apparently. We can even change our voice too if we want to. I always like to have that option. But damn. Very hot. So damn hot. I think I'm gonna hold on to this because we never know if you're gonna need some slash and crush damage against certain types of enemies. Like if we are about to face enemies who like to use lots of hammers, like hammers, yeah, something like hammers or swords, then this Bronze Brotherhood armor could serve us better than the one we are wearing right now. Oh, so this is where all my... Oh wait, these are missives and stuff. Alright. And where is the... Here. This only requires 30 lore, so even we can learn this. I was actually thinking that I would like to learn this. Okay, so... let's see if we can make a... Let's see, what can we do now? Chisel of Fire. Okay, and here... Use to create spells that affect all targets within circular area. Okay. Oh wait, where is the volcanic thingy? Where is the volcanic one? Well, fine. Affects target within a cone in front of the caster. Used to create spells that affect distant targets. Expression used to create spells that affect single target near the caster. Well, let's take this for now. Then what? Where is the volcanic weapon thingy? Penetration sigil, interrupt sigil, enchantment sigil, recovery, accuracy, chain accent that can be applied to spells with... yeah, okay. I would really like it if we could make a chain healing kind of a spell for Landry. That would be so badass. Oh, so this is Sirin Palm. All right. So this is actually one of this is actually one of those spells that we could have selected during the Conquest campaign. I think it's at the very beginning when we're about to take over the Bastard City, and then you got the option to then you got to choose one from 3 abilities basically, and Sirin Palm was one of them. But we didn't take it because it didn't really fit our character. Where the hell is the damn the volcanic weapon thingy? Because I thought that we could have used that to enchant our weapon to deal burn damage every time it hits. Because that would have sounded so badass. Well, damn it. Alright, let's... Frost, lightning, illusion, force... Oh yeah, we didn't have life, did we? So we can't make new... we can't make new life spells. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have Sigil of Life. Well, god damn it. Well, can we at least upgrade this? Cone. Near the caster. Yeah, I like the distant target more. Let's see. Recovery Sigil. Cooldown to 2. And with this we can lower to 28. I like the sound of that. Duration. Stunt Affliction. Can we... Wait, so could we actually... Because I thought that... Yeah, okay, we can only give it to Lantry. I was wondering whether I could actually upgrade this for Ebb, but no, we can't. Range Sigil. Intensity, what did this do? Damage. Well, the damage is not really that important with this spell. Update this. What about this force? Yeah, no. Not this one quite yet either. Oh. Sigil of Terratus. Alright. So that's also what we need to learn. Alright, so let's see one more time. What is this? Frost and fire together. Near the caster. Alright. So let's see. Intensity, range, area of effect, duration, chain, accuracy, recovery, armor penetration, interrupt sigil. Yeah, okay. Shame that we can't make a spell that can enchant our weapon with fire. That's quite disappointing. Alright. But now, what's going on here? Felix. I'm glad you came along, Fatebinder. Now that you are here, we can settle this. Why do we need a Fatebinder for this? It's such a trivial matter. Trivial? We were almost killed. This man tried to kill you? Tell me what's going on. Yeah, what's going on here? Felix sent me and Mares to the Old Walls for materials. Now, I know the Old Walls are dangerous, but Felix said he had it on good authority that there was no danger. Old Walls, huh? Didn't you know that going to Old Walls is illegal? Forbidden by Kairos. Felix was going to make an axe for each of us in return. I couldn't pass it up. A forge-bound axe costs a lot of rings normally. Hey, forge-bound magic is just as dangerous, you know. It's not my fault the most reliable, stable materials happen to be found near the Old Walls. And besides, those axes you were getting in payment were exceptional compensation for the task. To Felix? You sent these two near the Old Walls? Tell me your side of things. How did you get involved in this? So you sent these two near the Old Walls. The best materials are found near the Old Walls, and good material is hard to come by. There's no way I could do it all myself. I would never get any forging done, and my master is very particular about meeting production quotas. It was a fair trade for their service. Plus, it's not like forging items using those materials is perfectly safe either. One error and you are a pile of ash on the floor. Have you sent anyone else to the Old Walls before? As one of the Forgebound, you are aware that the Old Walls are off limits to everyone. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yes, of course, Fatebinder, but surely there is room for some flexibility in that law. After all, I'm sure that Kairos would want us to produce only the best arms and armor for his armies. Well, yeah, maybe, but it's still forbidden. So unless you had Tunon's permission, yeah, I don't think that you should have done that. Have you sent anyone else in there? Well, I have never ordered anyone to go inside. They might have, but I have no way of knowing for sure, you see. So you have sent some others in there. And Evander, tell me your side of things. I'm not one of the disfavored, so I know getting my hands on genuine forge-bound items is damn hard. Naturally, I jumped at the chance to do the job for Felix. I mean, it was just gathering materials. I didn't expect to find Bane all over the damn place. Luckily, I have dealt with Bane before and was able to fight my way out. I managed to rescue Mares while I was retreating. Did you go inside the Old Walls? He hesitates noticeably before answering. Yes, only for a moment to look around, then right back out. Couldn't have seen more than a minute. And how did you get involved in these mares? I have known Felix since before the conquest, and when he told me about the job, I agreed to do it. No questions asked. It's nothing I hadn't done for him before. While I was out gathering the materials, I was ambushed by scourges. I assume that they are some other type of bane. If Evander hadn't come along when he did, I would have died. Were you ever in danger on any previous jobs for Felix? Are you aware that the inside of old walls are off limits? Sort of, but I wasn't planning to go inside, just near enough to get the materials Felix needed. Were you ever in danger on any previous jobs for Felix? No, not really. A few wild animals encounters, but nothing like this. Well, I have made my decision, apparently. We'll go along with your judgment, no matter what you decide. Felix, you are guilty of circumventing Kairos' law. Your behavior is unbecoming of one of the Forge-bound, and you are hereby stripped of your status. Report this to your master. You know, I wonder, if we do this, could we then send this Felix guy to to Cacophony? Because the voice of Nerad also asked us to bring at least one Forge-bound to Cacophony. I'm sure that Tunon would not be happy about that, because they are under because Tunon is basically in charge of the Forge-bound. But if we can find an excuse to strip Felix off of his status, we could send this guy to Cacophony. And then Tunon would not mind that too much, I think. Felix was simply trying to further his craft, and more importantly, no one died. No punishment is needed. The old walls are forbidden for a reason. All three of you are sentenced to menial labor with the Forge-bound for 3 span. Felix, you are to forge an additional item for their choice for both Evander and mares, on top of what you already promised as payment. Wow, that's quite harsh. But I think I'm gonna go with this and just see how it goes. Felix, you are guilty of circumventing Kairos' law. Your behavior is unbecoming of one of the Forge-bound, and you are hereby stripped of your status. Report this to your master. But I was just... He bows his head and slowly walks away. Evander and Maris watch him for a long moment before heading their separate ways. But don't go anywhere too far. I still want to send you to Cacophony. So he would have him hang up his tools. A fate almost worse than death for such an artist. But I want... Folks, I may have made a mistake here. Because I just wanted to send the guy to Cacophony. Okay, let's think about this some more. So I kind of went a little bit out of character there for a moment, admittedly, because I kind of wanted to test whether I could have actually sent the guy to Cacophony. I mean, he might not have been a Forge-bound anymore, but he would still have the skills of a Forge-bound. And hey, maybe we could have made the guy actually help Barrick with his armor problem too. But then again, maybe I should have just said that no punishment is needed. I mean, he did not send the two of them he did not send the two of them inside the old walls, just near them, as far as I know. Because going inside the old walls is forbidden, but being near them is not. I mean, this entire town is literally built right next to the old walls themselves. You know what? I'm gonna reload and do that part again. And we are back here, folks. So let's try this again. So you're guilty of circumventing Kairos' law. Your behavior is unbecoming of one of the Forge-bound, and you are hereby stripped of your status. So no, we're not gonna go for this anymore. And Felix was simply trying to further his craft, and more importantly, no one died. No punishment is needed. And the old walls are forbidden for a reason. All 3 of you are sentenced to menial labor with the forge bound for 3 span. Well, this doesn't sound too bad. This doesn't really sound too bad. I was first thinking about going with the second option here, but the third option is not that bad either. Could teach a lesson to all those 3 and know better than going inside the old walls next time. Well, but this is out of the question. The old walls are forbidden for a reason. All 3 of you are sentenced to menial labor with the forge bound for 3 span. Whatever 3 span means exactly. I assume it means 3 days. My master will have me forging nothing but ingots. What a waste of my skill. Well, that's your problem. The Fatebinder could have had us executed. I'll take some hard labor over death any day, but at least someone is grateful. I don't see why we are getting punished along with Felix, but I'm not going to cross you on this, Fatebinder. Indeed, you shouldn't. Kids these days, afraid of a little hard labor. Lantry shakes his head with a scoff and a sneer. At least they'll be making things with their hands and walking around a little. Try being tied to a post for weeks. That ought to give these children some perspective. Well, aren't you harsher than usual, Lantry? We were almost killed. Yeah. And so this is the place where the forge bound are, and their leader. I forgot her name, but she had a very difficult name, difficult to pronounce anyway. I remember that much. Well, at least we know that there's campus supplies here. So, but I'm gonna save the forge bound for later, because I'm more interested in Sirin, the Archon of Song. I want to meet her and recruit her.
Sorry, I can't.
And see what she is about. But first, let's find all the loot that we can get from here. Some food and water, all good. Now, I don't know exactly where Sirin is. All I know is that she's somewhere here in Lethian's. Oh, I already checked that. All I know is that she's somewhere. Goddamn, I have to go up there again. All I know is that she's somewhere here in Lethian's Crossing, in a tavern of some sort. I don't think it's over here, but maybe here. What do we have here? Merchant's boots. Okay, they have the exact same stats, nothing too interesting. And there's some other merchants down here as well. And there's some other more random houses here, which I guess we could check out a little later.
Spotted something.
Something in this rubble. Nothing much. Nothing much. Oh, did I check this? No. Bronze ingot. Alright. And what do we have here? There's lots of bronze throwing daggers around here. Actually, maybe I should give this to Lantry instead. I'm quite sure that we can still use her quill abilities, even when we are using a dagger. Yeah. Let's see if that's true. I don't think that we are going to fight at any point. Or we can just give him both the dagger and still keep the Lantry's quill. Ah, this has Sigil of Life, so that's why he's able to use the healing spell, even though he hasn't learned the Sigil of Life itself. All right, so that's why. I was wondering why that was the case. So it's very important that we hold on to this Lantry's quill. All right, perfect. And what do we have here? Just more Bronze Brotherhood fellas.
I'll see what I can do.
Broken Hilt, Aquamarine. Investigate this item. Bring this item to a blacksmith at a Spire Forge upgrade to investigate it further. Ah, maybe we can actually get a nice weapon out of that when the time comes.
It's all in the reflexes.
Interesting. I don't remember crafting that many great or epic items at my spire. But maybe this time it will be different. Care to have a look at my wares? Yeah,
bet
just
I
a
could
moment.
crack
I'll
that
just
open.
steal this stuff from you first. Alright, so what do you have? Merchant Helena. Fine day, my friend. Might I interest you in my wares? I have all manners of goods I know you need. So show me what you have for sale. She pats her hand on her ring belt. Let's see if we can find something you like. Seal of Life would be nice. Holy crap, you got lots of cool looking shit here. No weapons, so that's a bit shame. Warrior's Girdle of Warriors plus 10 athletics. Tightens about the midsection in a manner that stimulates the wearer's humors. Alright, so heavy leather armor. Even though it's actually light armor. Maybe it's something that Verse could use. Yeah, this does look very good. But I'm running low on money a little bit, so I should not go... So I should not buy too much and go all crazy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Nobleman's hat. Just get +1 more accuracy. Nobleman's sandals. Okay. Jugglers Gloves. Nimble, +10 ranged accuracy. This could be nice for Verse, I think. Well, except that all the other stats will be lowered quite a bit. These gloves were once worn by a famous mummer whose trope moved between Lethian's Crossing and Apex. During the performance, the juggler offered a light-hearted rhyme about Kairos, which an attending disfavored officer took as grievous infraction and claimed the juggler's left hand. Yikes. Light leather helm. Okay. You got lots of cool stuff here, admittedly. Damn, this is expensive, so didn't notice at first. 60 damn bronze rings. But yeah, I think I'm not gonna. I think I'm just gonna. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy anything from her. At least not yet. Let's just sell this away at the very least. Do I have anything else I want to get rid of? No. I'm still gonna hold on to this. Yeah, you have that. And I think we have found all the loot that we can loot from here. Well, there is this still left, but there's only the camping supplies we can come back for later. Ring Dropper Kerata, and she's a Bronze Brotherhood. One of the Bronze Brotherhood. All right. Let's see if she has anything interesting for us. Maybe a quest. The second brother regards you with a cautious expression. The Fate Binder of Tunon, yes? Welcome to Lethian's Crossing. My name is Ring Dropper Kerata, and I am Rai Thomas's second brother. What can I do for you? So you are the second brother, and Welby was the first brother. Tell me about the Bronze Brotherhood in Lethian's Crossing. She raises her chin as she speaks. We are the largest and most battle-ready mercenary group in the tiers. Lethian herself hired us to protect the settlers when she first founded the town, and this group has been here ever since. It's our home. Kairos' forces tried to remove us when they invaded, but we let them know we won't go quietly. Well, I don't right, Harmon. Let's actually ask that last. I have to ask, where did Ring Dropper come from? Kerata laughs and turns red. I earned the nickname during the night of my first victory with the Brotherhood. We decided to celebrate and we drank. A lot. During the drinking and celebrating, Rai Tommen showed up. I was so nervous and drunk. Seeing him that, I tripped and all the rings I just earned scattered everywhere. I was terrified he was going to be mad about the drunkenness. Drunkenness, yeah. But he just laughed it off and called me a ring dropper. And the name stuck. Okay, okay. So about your thoughts on Ryatomon. She sighs and considers her words for a bit before answering. He's efficient, she grimaces. He has become a little unstable lately, but so far he has yet to do anything to make me really worry. He's more paranoid than normal since there have been sightings of Kairos as scout in the area, but I think anyone would feel threatened by that. Okay, I guess that's everything for now. Maybe we have to come back to her later, when she becomes more relevant with another quest or something. So, let's see, where would Sirin be? Actually, before we try to go find her, let's see if we can find any other hidden loot around here. No. This is the junction point for two waterfalls that pour over the top of the waterfalls. Okie dokie. Let's see. Maybe this is the inn, tavern, where the Archon of Song is supposed to be. And there she is. So this is a place that I completely missed in my first playthrough. Anyone else interesting here? Nope. Just Sirin. Just Sirin. First, what do we have here? Just some leather. Alright. Hey there, Sirin. Long time no see. Remember me? Sirin stands here, surrounded by a group of villagers. She speaks to them in soft, dulcet tones, holding them hypnotized with her hand motions. Her headdress flashes as she speaks, and you are unable to tell if it's a trick of the light or the gem in it is actually glowing. She is swept up in her oration and seems completely unaware you have arrived. There is a lull in her conversation and she opens her eyes.
Well, look who's here. And what brings you to Lethian's Crossing? Can't imagine it's the scenery or the quaint locals. Have you come to spoil my fun?
Lethian's Crossing, so that's how it's pronounced, and not Lethian's Crossing. Well, anyway, she frowns a little, momentarily, lost in thought.
Tunon probably insisted you find me, didn't he?
Actually, no.
Because we can't let Sirin have any fun, can we? Let's control her. Let's tell her what she can and can't do. Let's use her to destroy nations.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. That's pretty much why Tunon took you in. Actually, as far as I know, she was kidnapped from her parents once she found out about Sirin and her potential. Well, anyway, I guess we'll learn more about that later. As she speaks, the crowd around her appears agitated, and the air in the room grows heavy and warm. Suddenly, she smiles.
But enough of that talk. What do you think of my followers?
She makes a motion over the group gathered at her feet. As she speaks, you feel a peaceful serenity washing over you. The crowd calms and breathing becomes easier. Very nice, as long as you don't let it get out of hand. You shouldn't be doing this, Sirin. These people don't truly love you. You are manipulating them. I don't know which one of these options I should really go for. What would be more like my character? This sounds a little bit more like scolding. Very nice, as long as you don't get it out of hand. But then again, they are just simple peasants. So I don't think that they would pose a problem. You shouldn't be doing this, Sirin. These people don't truly love you. You are manipulating them. Well, this doesn't really sound like my character at all, really, so... Very nice. As long as you don't let it get out of hand.
Oh, stop that, Fatebinder. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. Well, at least not yet.
Oh, I actually got some loyalty with her. I'm honestly a bit surprised. She laughs, and the feeling in the room buoys. You smile without even realizing you wanted to. Enough of this, Sirin. I want you to join me. Someone with your power needs help directing it. Even though we know next to nothing about magic. Stop the emotional manipulation. Now, you're coming with me so I can keep an eye on you. I think this is more like our character, yeah.
So now I need a babysitter? It was Tunon, wasn't it?
No.
Or Narat?
Nope.
Monsters, both of them. Everyone seems to think I'm gonna go out of control again and kill a whole village.
Again?
I'm 15. I think I know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, she's 15. So quite damn young. Maybe the youngest Archon ever.
Although, you did activate one of the spires, so your power is something I could learn from, and you are right. It's certainly not going to make any significant advances staying here with a bunch of nobodies worshipping me.
Yeah, indeed, so come with me.
Watching you in action could give me the edge I need to unlock a spire of my own. Fine. I will allow you the glorious gift of my presence in your party.
Alright, so we can either add her to our party immediately, which of course I want to do, or never mind, you seem like more trouble than you're worth. No. So come with me, Sirin.
Well then, let's go. If you're going to teach me the wonders of the world, it's not going to happen here.
Indeed, nope. Okay, so this is going to be hard. I don't want to really get rid of her verse, because Sirin is... I haven't checked out her talents or her spells or abilities that she can learn from the talent tree or anything, so I don't really know what she can do exactly. But considering that she is the Archon of Song and that she hypnotizes people with her calm and soothing songs and words and all that stuff, so I'm assuming that she's basically going to be mostly a support character, kind of like a bard. She's basically the bard of my party, and I like that idea a lot. So I don't want to really get rid of verse because I don't want Brehana to be the only melee in the party. I also don't want to get rid of Lantry because he's way too important. He's our main healer, actually our only healer, and that's way too important to get rid of. So I think that the best course of action here is to get rid of Eb for a little while.
I'll tack homeward. See you there.
Yep, and we take Sirin, and she's actually level 10. What about the other characters? He's level 8, 8, 10, 8, 9, 10, 9. Alright. Okie dokie. Okay, so what can she do? Actually, let's look at the talents first. Ah, so she got 3 trees here. Songs, Peace, and War. Bring her... So wait, does she already know all these? Wait a minute. Yeah, she really is a bard, alright. This bar here kind of reminds me of the special chanting bar of the... What were they called? What were they called again? In Pillars of Eternity there was a class. What were they called? It was not Cipher, Chanter or something like that. This reminds me a lot of that. Kana, one of the followers in Pillars of Eternity, was one of those classes. So they were basically the bards of the game. But let's see. Wait. So these two are the only ones that you know. Alright. So... Alright, let's see. Bringer of Death. A song ominously describing the power of Kairos' will as it washes over life and land, reaping those that stand against it. That didn't tell me much. Foe Aura. -6 resolve. And at second level, -10 dodge and -10 parry. And at level 3, weakened. They are weakened for 6 seconds. I wonder if these stack. So, what I'm wondering here is that at level 3, will the aura decrease the resolve, dodge, and parry stats of the enemies and also weaken them? Oh wait, it's only for 6 seconds. Okay, so it doesn't. So it only lasts for 6 seconds, and not the entirety of the battle. Obviously, because that would have been so overpowered, I think. Alright, Jesus, there's so many. Blood brings the dawn. A powerful battle chant Sirin was forced to sing for the Scarlet Chorus to inspire their victory. Movement speed. Fire armor. Bleeding for 6 seconds. Yeah, alright. Sword of Strength, Sword of Justice. A song of valor and defiance, adopted by the Vendrian Guard to boost morale in the rebellion. Plus 4 might, wits, vitality. Bane of Night. A song that terrorizes enemies with notes that conjure horrifying visions of the Bane. Plus 8 armor, more armor. Frightened, health drained. 8 of damage restored as health every 3 seconds for 9 seconds. Okay, but does this mean that all of my party members in range will get this life leech aura, or will it only affect Sirin? Will she be the only one getting this benefit? I assume that she's the only one who gets the benefit. Red runs our blood. An old song, once proudly sung by the free cities of the Four Brothers. Since Kars's destruction of setting sun, the song is rarely sung. Plus 4 might, plus 8 armor, resolve, armor for shock, sundered for 9 seconds. Glory in battle. A song that evokes qualities of the disfavored. When sung by Sirin, it exemplifies those qualities in her allies. Plus 10 dodge, parry, resolve, armor for all types, shielded for 40. So wait, what are these note talents? Where are they? Not sure. And lastly, Breath of Winter. A violent song that chills the bones of foes with extreme cold magic. Minus 60 movement speed, plus 8 armor, frost stolen. Spell preached. More frost armor stolen. And frozen for 12 seconds. Alright, what does peace do exactly? So, area of resolve. Sirin's area bolsters the party's resolve, extending the duration of their helpful effects and granting them increased dodge and parry. Yeah, I really like this a lot. Parry is going to be very important for Brehana, and dodge is going to be very important for Verse and Kills in Shadow. I might go for that just because of that. Disarming Guise. Sirin's non-threatening appearance causes foes to underestimate her, granting her a large bonus to disengagement defense. Alright, not bad. Dissonance. Sirin's aria increases the effectiveness of the party's armor and causes foes that strike allies in melee to have their attack damage reduced for a time. Yeah, that sounds very good as well. Languorous Tempo. Sirin slows her vocal progressions, reducing the speed of her songs and causing her stanzas to last longer while Languorous Tempo is active. And then War. These I assume are more offensive. Sirin releases a quick sonic blast that deals crush damage to enemies and forcefully pushes them away from her. So this is basically like the water wave push ability that Ebb has. Resonant Field 1. Sirin maintains a damage prevention field around herself. Any damage, even if prevented by Resonant Field, will briefly stop this field from regenerating. So wait. Shielded for 20 damage. Okay. Area of Resonance. Sirin's voice fractures the armor of her foes. Enemies in the area cannot defend against Sirin's voice and have their armor sundered for a short time. And sundered. Cross, pierce, and slash armor reduced. Alright. Fractures the armor of her foes. Enemies in the area cannot defend against Sirin's voice, and their armor are reduced for a short time. That also sounds very good, admittedly. Sirin accelerates her vocal progressions, increasing the speed of her songs and causing her to move through each stanza more quickly. Yeah, I don't know how these songs and stanzas and stuff work exactly, because I didn't play this character. I haven't played with this character even once in my first playthrough. Adjust songs rate by plus 25%. I think I'm gonna take this at the very least. And I think I have all of these. But one thing that I'm wondering is that how can I improve this? Where are these talents? Oh, I wonder if I have all these levels, or stanzas as they're called here. I wonder if I have these stanzas already, but as the battle goes on, I have the option to select these different levels. Like the longer the battle continues, the powerful these stanzas will become. I wonder if that's how it works. Anyway, 8 more points. This is gonna take a long time. Sims' voice. Yeah, let's take that. And I can't pick these yet. I can pick one of not this. I can pick this one at the next level. Sirin's arrow increases the effectiveness of the party's armor and causes foes that strike allies in melee to have their attack damage reduced for a time. I don't really care for this one, to be honest. Sirin slows her vocal progressions, reducing the speed of her songs and causing her stanzas to last longer while Langara's tempo is active. Okay. I guess this sounds good. Let's pick that one at least. Sirin maintains damage prevention field around herself. I actually read from somewhere that you could build Sirin as a tank, and at first you might think that a tank, a 15-year-old magical girl as a tank. Well, that sounds very out of character for her. But when I look at this talent here, yeah, I think I can see why you can. I think I can see why you can make a tank out of her if you really want to. You just need to level this up to maximum and pick whatever defensive talent she has possibly here somewhere. As her vocal progression increases the speed of her songs and causing her to move through each stanza more quickly. So these two are complete opposites. Well, if I'm not mistaken here, so if we pick this talent, we can reach the other stanza levels here faster during combat. So why would we not want to take this? I'm quite sure that this won't stack after all, because it would be quite ridiculous if these effects stacked the longer the battle goes. Well, let's take the shield anyway. I don't see any harm in that. Focused song. Sirin learns to precisely channel her voice toward nearby enemies, gaining an accuracy bonus to her offensive songs. Moderately increase the damage prevented by Sirin's resonant field. So this was 20 damage shield, and this is 50. Area of pain. Sirin focuses her voice and raises her pitch to the fiending levels. Those caught in Sirin's attack take arcane damage and are interrupted. Well, I like interruptions. Quick breath. Sirin automatically gains breath at the start of combat. Not sure what breath means either, but it must be something good, right? Let's see. Let's check out these. Inspiration. Sirin's presence inspires the party, increasing experience gained for magic and subterfuge skills. Inspiration also grants Sirin additional spell slots. That sounds rather good. Defensive cry. When combat begins, Sirin reflectively cries out, protecting her and nearby allies by significantly increasing endurance, will, and magic defenses. I like the sound of that too. Area of respite. Sirin sings notes that seep into the minds of her allies and draw them to lucidity. Removes a hostile effect from each ally affected. Yeah, I don't like how it says a random hostile effect. I don't like to have too much randomness. Crystalline Control 1. With careful restraint, Sirin can safely control her voice over longer distances, increase the range of Sirin's defensive songs. Okie dokie. Actually, now that I think, I just got an idea here. I really wish that somewhere in this talent tree she actually has an ability how she can charm one of the enemies to fight for us for a short moment. That would be very, very badass, and maybe potentially even overpowered. But I really, really want to have a talent like this somewhere around here, because that would fit her character so much. Let's see if it's somewhere around here. Area of memories. Sirin recalls a happy memory and begins to sing. The power in her voice creates an embodiment of her memory that will serve to protect her and the party by forcing nearby enemies to attack it. Wait, what? That will serve to protect her and the party by forcing nearby enemies to attack it. Creates an embodiment of her memory. Ah, an embodiment of her memory, and they attack that. Okay. Area of nightmares. Sirin recalls a nightmare and begins to sing. The power in her voice creates an embodiment of her memory that will terrify and torment her foes. I like the sound of this better. And with this talent, I could see why some people say that you could build a tank, because this is basically a special taunt. The power in her voice creates an embodiment of her memory that will serve to protect her and the party by forcing nearby enemies to attack it. Yeah, this is a taunt, an AoE taunt, or at least I assume that it's an AoE taunt. Okay, and it lasts for 1 minute. Reviving song. So this is a so this basically revives an ally, very similarly how Lantry has his own revival ability. Sirin's area of spite now has the power to reach into the minds of allies that are completely unconscious and revive them. Alright, so we can make a support out of her too, but she doesn't seem to have any healing spells. But then again, we can always create and give her some very simple healing spells. We just need to learn the Sigil of Life first. While not wearing heavy armor, Sirin is immune to engagement. Interesting. So with this talent, we could make sure that the enemies won't focus on her. That would be very nice. Area of Winter, Crystalline Control 2, Sustained Breath. At the end of combat, Sirin can retain breath for several minutes. At the end of combat. Can retain breath for several minutes. How is that useful if it's at the end of combat? Well, I don't know. Because I don't know how this character works exactly. Vengeful Pitch. Maintains a field of sound around her that retaliates against attackers. Melee attackers have their damage reduced for a short time. Area of Storm. Sirin's area generates lightning that strikes all foes near her and then chains to distant enemies. Those struck are knocked prone and dazed. So this is basically a chain lightning spell. Okay. Quick Breath, Area of Confusion. Sirin bombards her enemies with a cacophony of tormenting notes. Those that fail to resist her power are confused, but not dominated, and then taken control by her. And not taken over by her. Greatly increases the damage prevented by Sirin's resonant field. Cry of Despair. When Sirin is defeated, her final breath unleashes a potent wave of vengeful emotion. All enemies nearby become weakened, dazed, and frightened. Dual vocalization. Through a mastery of her vocal potential and with the aid of her magic, Sirin gains the ability to sing 2 songs simultaneously. Well, that sounds pretty damn good. Fatebinder's Victory. A song that is sung in the name of the Fatebinder. Its words empower allies and ensure their victory. Friendly auras for change. Minus 25% recovery time. That sounds so fucking overpowered. To the Tears We March. A song that retells the events of Kairos' conquest over the Tears. Its 6 stanzas represent each nation of the Tears that fell before Kairos' might. Okay. But she doesn't seem to have a spell or song that hypnotizes and charms one of the enemies to fight for us. Now that's very disappointing. That would have been so damn great. Overpowered perhaps, but great. And of course it could have only have affected humanoid targets, and so basically only humans and beastmen, but not Banes and stuff. So anyway, 5 more points. This is taking way too long. slows her vocal progressions, reducing the speed of her songs and causes her stanzas to last longer as tempo is active. While it's active. This doesn't say anything that while it's active. Non-threatening appearance was forced to underestimate her, granting her a large bonus to disengagement defense. I think I'm have to at least pick one of these. Now let's take that. And defensive cry. When combat begins, Sirin reflexively cries out, protecting her and nearby allies by significantly increasing entrance, will, and magic defenses. Well, sure, why not? Throw them to lucidity, removes a hostile effect from each ally affected. I don't really care for that. Sirin can safely control her voice over longer distances, increase the range of Sirin defensive songs. Well, I don't know if that's plus 2 meters defensive song radius. And sustained breath. At the end of combat, Sirin can retain breath for several minutes. Again, I still don't know how useful these two are going to be, because I don't know her default range. I don't know the default range of her spells. Those caught in Sirin's attack take arcane damage and are interrupted. Well, I like the sound of that, so let's pick that, and this as well. Sirin learns to precisely channel her voice towards nearby enemies, gaining an accuracy bonus to her offensive songs. Sirin automatically gains breath at the start of combat. Well, I either want to pick this, either I still don't know what a breath means exactly, or the range. This is a hard one. I don't know what breath means. Well, at least this is a safer choice, because at least I have some sort of an idea what this would do. You know, let's pick this. Yeah. And here, let's see. Affliction duration plus entrance will and magic defense. I think that this is the one that we are going to be focusing on the most. I don't think that she's going to benefit from ability and spell cooldown that much, because she is simply going to be singing constantly, and that's it really, and not cast any targeted spells like Ebb does or Lantry does. So let's put at least maybe 18. That sounds good to me. I don't know if she's going to benefit from accuracy either, because she's basically just doing either AoE buffs or AoE nerfs to the enemy. Debuffs. Spell strength and 9 magic defense. I think this is going to make her song stronger, so at least a couple of points there. Attack and ability strength. She's not going to do anything with this, I would imagine. Giving her some more health would not be a terrible idea. When I look at this, she doesn't. She's not that far off from verse. Well, at least giving 2 more points. Wait. Yeah. Just giving 2 more points here shouldn't hurt, I think. Actually, let's leave it that and take this. Aha, at this point I need 2 points to get to 20. Well, let's put that up 2 points here for now. This might be a terrible build, but these two are the stats that I think she's going to benefit from the most. Well, Jesus, that lasted quite damn long. So this is where I could access these. Alright. Learning all these is gonna take some time. And then we got these. Well, we'll learn this in time, in combat. Now, there wasn't anything else interesting here, was there? Nope. Well, let's go outside. Oh, and one more thing. I want to see what you have on you. Want to see the gear real quick. That's a very pretty dress. So we can't take this off. Magically sealed or something. Only Sirin can equip this. A complex locking mechanism on the rear of the ornate helm keeps it fastened on Sirin's head. To Sirin's head even. When the Archon of Song raises her voice, the gem at the brow flashes with crimson light, as if in warning. No matter how much you puzzle it out, you can't fathom how this gear was assembled or fastened in the first place, much less how to remove it. This item can be improved with the Spire Forge upgrade. Interesting. That's quite interesting. I don't think that anyone else has any armor pieces that we can improve in the Spire Forge in Spire Forge. I don't think that we can upgrade even actually no, I'm quite sure that we could upgrade something like Barrick's armor, for instance, if we wanted to. I don't remember doing that, but that's what we can do. Should I give this? Well, it doesn't really hurt to give her this either, I guess. And didn't I have a... Oh crap, Eb had this one, these ropes, or whatever. I could have given that to her. Actually, keep this on for a while. I mean, she does have quite strong bonuses in disengagement, so this may not be that necessary. And what does this do? Entertainer, plus 15 performance skill. What the hell is performance skill? I don't remember. I don't remember running into performance skills too often in this game so far. So wait, what did performance skill do exactly? Whatever. Oh, and I wanted to check one thing. Let's see. Distant targets? No. Because when I bought that scroll about the volcanic weapon or whatever it was called, so when I read about that, it mentioned, if I understood correctly, it can only be used on force spells. But it doesn't look like it's an option here. Maybe I remembered it wrong. Range, duration. Now let's... Intensity, range, recovery, duration, tidal burst. Whatever, let's think about that later. But for now, let's leave. Okie dokie. I think I'm going to end this episode here. We have explored about half of the Lethian's crossing. Well, actually more than half. But I was referring to the insides of the Lethian's crossing, the houses and stuff. So I've only checked out 2 houses, I think. And in the next episode, we're gonna go and talk to the forge-bound smiths inside this house here, and then I guess we could go and check out the other houses. I think we could at least go to these 2 here, and here as well, and explore whatever there is left to be explored in the next episode. And after that, I'm not sure. I guess we should try to get one of these forge bounds to go to Cacophony. It's gonna be rather interesting to see how we are gonna do that. Maybe we can find some legal loophole we can use to make one of the forge bounds to go to Cacophony. And I believe that the leader of the forge bound has a quest, which he will be able to give us immediately. So maybe we'll try to do that quest as well in the next episode. I don't know, but hey, we'll see. But now, Thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Tyranny.